Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about how I make 1500 ml of milk. Yes, you heard me right. That's, if I'm right, 1.5 liters of milk. So where do I start from? So basically I had to establish my milk production. It didn't just come overnight. I mean, it wasn't easy, but on the long run I'm glad I built my milk supply. So how I established my milk supply, after I had my baby, I was fortunate enough to, my breast milk started flowing, not like it started rushing, but I had the colostrum come, I started producing colostrum first, which was just enough for the baby, and then afterwards it progressed. Initially I thought, how it happens is when as soon as you give birth, you start to produce a lot of milk, but that didn't just happen. I produced just what the baby needed. But I think maybe a few days later, I know I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, then suddenly I looked down, something was just dripping. What was it? It was breast milk. I got so engorged. That's when I realized that you have milk ducts around your armpits. But so anyway, so what I did was I had a pumping routine, where I would pump let's say maybe every 3 hours. Yeah, I wasn't getting that much. Maybe I would get about just above 50 ml. Yeah, that's about 2 ounces. And then but I didn't give up. I was quite consistent with it. Like I said, maybe every 3 hours. And then before I noticed that the more I pumped, the more my body produced. And another thing was, yeah, whenever I slept, I realized that whenever sleep is of essence, you need to try to get some sleep. Whenever I slept, I noticed that I would wake up engorged, and yeah, that was another thing. Then yeah, back to the pumping routine. So I tried to, it wasn't that easy to pump maybe every 3 hours. Then in between, I would feed her, then I would breastfeed her, yeah, then because I didn't want her to totally stay off breast milk. Sorry, I didn't want her to totally stay away from nursing, because some people said that what if your baby gets so used to the bottle, then that way your baby will prefer bottle, because it flows, there's no problem with latching and all. But yes, I was giving her bottle, and then I was nursing her direct. And also the bottle enabled me to allow other people feed her, so your baby is just not too attached to you. So yeah, and then I wasn't storing that much because it's not like I had a lot. But over time I started making a lot. I started producing more milk, and then that way I got to start storing the milk. Before I had the baby, I was oh, straight up, my baby is going to, because I didn't my baby was going to take formula. There's nothing wrong in giving a baby formula. Formula is not bad, but if you can breastfeed, just try, just do your best. Otherwise you can alternate, give some formula. Formula is not poison at all. But I guess I was fortunate enough to establish my milk supply. She's getting to 5 months and she hasn't taken any other thing besides breast milk. Yes, no formula yet. So what really helped me, I'm talking from my own point of view. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you have to eat this, you have to eat that, you have to take certain things, but I didn't do all those things. All I did was I tried not to stress. If you start stressing, stressing about, oh, you're not producing a lot, oh, look at that person, she's producing 1 million ml of milk, oh, what's wrong with me? The moment you start that, sorry, your milk production is going to go like this, it's going to drop. So I know at some point I felt that way. I was like, why am I not producing that much? You know, when I would pump, maybe I'll just make about 50 ml, or you know. So but I just prayed about it, and then I decided not to stress. The moment I stopped stressing, before you know it, like my milk production started to increase. So as for me, what works for me is I make out time to exercise. Yeah, I exercise, then I eat well. I'm not on a diet. I won't lie, I tried to go on a diet, but it didn't even last for 3 hours. See me eating like so. And I realized that the moment you try to diet, oh, you want to lose some weight, sorry, you're going to be very grumpy. Secondly, it's going to affect your milk production. So I eat with sense, but I eat. I don't deprive myself of anything. So you have to make sure you eat well, eat proper food. Not because I said, oh, you eat and you eat, you now like start to take the wrong food. I mean, for me, I take oats in the morning, oats with milk in the morning with egg. I could eat 1 egg or 2 eggs. Then I like to take avocados and then any fruit available. Then in the afternoon, then I could snack in between. But now I know I eat a lot, like I eat a lot. Then in the afternoon, I normally take my swallow. Okay, well, I do oats. I blend oats and then make it as swallow. So I take oats with any soup available, then with chicken. Then I indulge, but once in a while. But I don't deprive myself of anything. Then at night I could eat like beans, or like it's any which way, whatever is available, whatever I feel like eating. But I eat a lot of beans. I eat moi, I eat, you know, good food. Then I eat a lot of broccoli, cauliflower. I just try to nourish myself so that my baby can, in return, I can make very nutritious milk. Yes, that's it. So I believe if you feed well, try not to stress about what you produce, about your milk production, then be patient. It will come. And then establish your milk supply. Don't be lazy about it. Ensure you like try to pump, have a routine. Like now I've reduced my pumping to 3 times a day. So I pump first thing when I wake up in the morning, like I'm so engorged, and you know, then that way I produce, yeah, I make like 500 ml. Then in the later in the day, like towards evening, later in the day, in the afternoon, I also pump, and then that's another, it's just about 500 ml. But sorry, in the morning I pump more than 500 ml, but I just want to let it be an average 500 ml. Then before I sleep, I go to bed from after 11. I make sure I pump first, and then when I pump, I still produce about the same 500 ml. And like I said, don't forget, it took a while for me to establish this, like the quantity of milk, because the body produces milk according to demand. Like, so even though I keep expressing, I also let my baby, I also nurse her. So that way she nurses, then I express and all that. So, and then, you know, because I'm a makeup artist, I always go for jobs. So while I'm out, she has a lot of milk. Like I have a lot, some stash, some milk for her to drink. So, and anybody can feed her. She's not so attached to me, which I'm pleased so about. Anyway, that's it. So I've talked about how to establish your supply, the pumping routine. Then yeah, before then, so I used to use this bottle. This is the bottle that came with the pumping machine. This is the pumping machine I use here. It's the Medela pumping style. That's it. Well, I've only used 2 pumping machines. Oh, my battery is low. Oh my goodness, I've only used 2 pumping machines, and this is amazing. It's really amazing. I can testify. So, and then like I said before, I used to use this, so I would fill it up. But I noticed that I had to, like, you know, discharge, then oops, put it back again. So I now moved over to this Dr. Brown's bottles. So I fill them up, you know, fill them up each time I pump. since I pump 3 times a day now. So that's it. So that's more convenient, and it fits the same, you know, Medela pump head. So another thing I'd say is, I mean, listen to experienced people, but take what you feel is you would benefit from, and then discard the rest, because I know that people are different. So what works for this person might not work for the next person. So you have to be careful again on advices you listen to, you take from people, especially the one I would go against is like when people say take XYZ because your milk will flow more. I've heard take palm wine. I don't know if it works, but if you're taking palm wine, you might as well drink any form of alcohol, because palm wine still contains alcohol. Some people claim that drinking palm wine helps make the milk flow faster. If it works for you, or if it has worked for you, let me know. So I mean, if you can take palm wine, you might as well take any form of alcohol, because they all contain alcohol. So is there any other thing I want to talk about? Yeah, so don't forget to exercise. I mean, you don't have to go to the gym and lift the heaviest of all the weights. Just do something, then get enough rest, don't stress. What else? Then eat well, eat with sense, and then eat very nutritious meal. And yes, I guess that's about it. So I'm going to have to end this video here because I'm really hungry. I have to go and eat lunch, and that's it. So if there's anything you want to hear, or you want my opinion on any matter, breastfeeding or anything, let me know, because I would love to help. I like, you know, such topics because it's really interesting, and I like to help people too. So take care and have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.